Hi everyone! So today I will talk about my goals in 2018. It's not resolutions as I could say. I don't want to change myself. I just want to actually write and talk about my goals and objectives and see if I reach them at the end of the year. So I did this also in 2017. I have 2 blog posts about it on my blog that I can put in the description down below. But let's start with the 2018 goals. I have 6 goals for the upcoming year. The first one, all my notes are on my cell phone. So the first one is to have a month with 15,000 page views on my blog. So I average a little bit under 10,000, and some months I have 10,000. It mostly depends on if I was very busy with school. I didn't have as much time to promote my blog post, so it's my fault really. But I really want to improve that and focus maybe on SEO. So even if I don't have as much time to do some promotion, people would find my blog on via a Google search. So how to reach the goal, I wrote that I want to continue to promote my blog posts on Facebook groups and continue to promote my blog posts on every social media that I use. So Reddit, Quora, Pinterest, Twitter, my Facebook page, my Facebook group, my Instagram, and yeah, that's it. And YouTube, obviously, I could have said it in my blog post, but yeah, YouTube. I also want to publish 30 new blog posts in 2018. My goal for 2017 was 1 blog post per week, so 52 blog posts. But I found that was too many for me sometimes. I couldn't handle it. So I am focusing on a little bit more than 2 blog posts per month. We'll see how that goes. Because I have, you'll see it in the upcoming goals, but I have other objectives that will require me to write and work a lot, so I can focus solely on blog posts from now on. How to reach this goal of writing 30 blog posts? I will try to write as many articles as possible between semesters at university. I will also schedule writing sessions in my planning. I try to do that at the end of the semester and it worked great, but I really need to find a balance between studying and working on my blog, which is my passion, side project and my passion really. I really realized that sometimes if I'm working 10 hours on a cheat sheet for a test, that's only 2% of my final grade on my resume at the end. Maybe I should only spend 8 hours and take that 2 hours to work on my blog. That might have more results in the end than that 2 hours invested in the cheat sheet. I don't know if I make sense. It's like sometimes you just try too hard and work too hard for not a lot, and if you invest that time somewhere else, then that will have a better return on investment. So that's really the thinking I have behind that. It's really hard to learn how to stop though, and I don't really want to stop, that's the thing too. I'm just realizing that sometimes your time is better invested somewhere else. If you have any advice for me about this, please write a comment down below. Another way to reach this goal of 30 blog posts for the next year is to write more on the bus when I'm commuting to university. I have an hour of bus every day in total. That's really a lot of time that I can write on my iPad and it's really easy. My third goal is to learn more about SEO. Some of you might not know what SEO is, but it means search engine optimization. So it's actions you take to make sure your blog is the first result of a Google search. And that's really important for a website because it drives you a lot of traffic if you do it right. I'm not an expert at all, and it's really an area that really interests me. So I'd like to know more about this, and maybe it could even be my specialization in my future career in tech, so I really need to learn more about this. I'm really excited. How to reach that goal is I'm gonna read blog posts from experts. I heard Neil Patel is really good in that. If you have any blog posts you're suggesting me to read, please don't hesitate. I also would like to try the free SEO course of Moz on Udemy. I can also put a link down below. My third goal is to learn more about Google Analytics. I know a lot already, but I'm not an expert at all, and I'd really like to improve myself because, again, this is an area of interest that really is interesting for me in tech, and I don't know what I want to specialize in, so I'd like to learn more about this. All to reach this goal is to complete the Google Analytics Academy formation. It's free. And I've been recommended, so I'm gonna try to do it. And I'm gonna try to read blog posts of experts. If you know some blogs or websites that I should read, please don't hesitate, and I'm really interested. My fifth goal is to write an ebook. I've always wanted to do that, but I don't think I was ready. In my craziest dream, I'd like to write an ebook and sell it for like $7 or something, even if it's almost nothing. Why? Because I'm still losing money with my blog, and for sure I'd like to get to the point where I don't spend any money and I don't earn any money. But in my craziest dream, I'd like to also help to pay for my university fees. So how I'm gonna reach my goal of writing an ebook, I will brainstorm. I will ask my audience if they like my idea for an ebook. I will figure out how I can design my ebook and where to write it, like either on Canva, but I don't think so. That's more for PDFs. Maybe iPages or something like that. And I'd like to create a landing page to promote the ebook. I haven't figured out how I can do that in WordPress yet. I'm not using Visual Composer. And I'd like to install WooCommerce on my blog because if I want to sell the ebook, then I have to have WooCommerce. My sixth goal is about social media. It has some goals, if I can say. I want to explain that I like to set numerical goals for my social networks because my goal is to have an impact on my community for women in tech, so I need to have a voice that carries. For that, I must have subscribers, and to have subscribers, I have to put great and quality content out there. So everything is connected together, so please don't think I'm a monster wanting to get likes at any point. I'm not. So the goal is to have 50,000 followers on Instagram. Yeah, I'm not just sure about this one, but we'll see. Publish more regularly on my Facebook page. I have already started that. I have a new series coming up. It's gonna be STEM Woman of the Week. Every Wednesday I will promote one woman in STEM that deserves more recognition. I'd like to also create 12 live videos on my Facebook page because these are becoming really huge on Facebook, and I'd like to hop on the train, if I can say. I'd like to have 2,500 likes on my Facebook page, just because it's a beautiful number. I'd like to have a total of 700 images on my Instagram because these days I really have trouble posting consistently on my Instagram. I think all the pictures I take are not good enough. We'll see. I'd like to reach 3,000 followers on Twitter and 1,000 followers on Pinterest. So if you want to help me reach my goal, don't hesitate to follow me on my social media. That would make me very happy. All my social media links are in the descriptions of all my videos, so that's always easy to go. That's it for my goals for 2018. I also wrote a blog post about this, so if you want to read it instead of hearing me, just go to the blog post. I will put a link in the description down below, and I might try to put a card here or here. I don't know. This is the first time I'm trying to record. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and please tell me what are your goals for 2018 in the comments.